Palm Jumeirah, an island in the shape of the palm, the most iconic neighborhood in the world. Inevitably, when you think of Dubai, this is probably one of the first images that comes to your mind. And Ahmed, you were here when Palm Jumeirah launched, were you not?
Indeed, this was almost 2 decades ago. And at that time, we were promoting Palm Jumeirah as one of the 8 wonders of the world, a palm-shaped island in the ocean. How that happened, that beats me until today.
Because it's the vision of the sheikh.
Indeed.
It's what he wanted. He wanted to build a home, a villa, out in an island, in these beautiful seas out here in the Arabian Gulf. And whatever he sets out to do, he does. And it became probably one of the biggest success stories in the world for investors. I'm sure some people in the beginning, Ahmed, were a little skeptical about purchasing this property, thinking, oh my gosh, this is gonna sink. But you can Google online and see the engineering and the bright minds that came together to create this iconic neighborhood where you have celebrities from all over the world that own some of these villas, and people have become multi-millionaires through investing. How much was the price per square foot when it first
Well,
launched?
Gigi, I remember very well when they first launched, we were selling the villas starting at almost close to 700 dirham per square foot. Whereas today, you're looking at starting prices anywhere around 4,000 all the way up to 7,000 dirham per square foot.
There have been many huge names that have come out here, have performed events when there's a new resort opening. There are incredible high-end restaurants, beach clubs, spas. There isn't a lot of land left with regards to new launches. There are a couple that we have insight about, but Palm Jumeirah is a success story and a lesson. And I'll tell you why it's a lesson. Because of course, as successful as Palm Jumeirah has been, over the past couple of decades, Nakheel has been able to learn from some of the imperfections of Palm Jumeirah and launch Palm Jebel Ali. So we are here today in Nakheel's sales center with exclusive inside information about what's coming up right here on Palm Jebel Ali. And actually, let's go through what makes Palm Jebel Ali even better opportunity for investors and people that want to live here than Palm Jumeirah, Ahmed.
Indeed. Well, Gigi, what's the one thing you've noticed when you first visited Palm Jumeirah? What's the first thing you noticed as one of the biggest flaws for Palm Jumeirah?
Traffic.
Indeed, traffic. And that was one of the first things that they wanted to improve when it came to Palm Jebel Ali by giving it how many ins and outs?
3 entrances. In addition to the 3 entrances that will decrease that congestion and traffic, there's also the crown is actually going to be separated on this island. We don't know yet what's going to be on that crown. We might have a little bit of insider potential information. But so therefore, if tourists are coming to visit Palm Jebel Ali to go to whatever is going to be at the crown, it's not going to interfere with the residents that live on the fawns and in the villas and apartments. That's one way that Palm Jebel Ali is going to be better than Palm Jumeirah. What's another way, Ahmed?
The other one was one of the biggest issues in the Palm Jumeirah was the stagnant water. There was very poor circulation of the water in and around the island, which now what they have done in Jebel Ali is
they have many more breaks now around the island to allow for circulation, which means fresh water circulating and even more beautiful, pristine, soft sand beaches. Okay, so now what's another differentiator of Palm Jebel Ali from Palm Jumeirah?
much bigger plots and land space. Unlike Palm Jumeirah, where everything is claustrophobic and smaller sizes, smaller plots. So in Palm Jebel Ali, this time compared to Palm Jumeirah, they have much bigger plots, much bigger homes.
Actually, in fact, that fewer homes that you're just saying, not only does it make sense, it makes dollars. Why? Scarcity. When we say exclusivity, part of exclusivity isn't just the design, the beauty, the fact that you are on an island, that you have these fresh, beautiful beaches, but the fact that there are going to be less villas, more scarce, more space. That's greater value for an investor. Wouldn't you agree?
Of course, definitely.
So now, every time there is a launch of any of the farms, it sells out right away. And what we're here right now to talk about is that there are going to be a few new designs for the Coral collection and some larger units being launched for the Beach collection on the right side, on the tip of each of the fawns on the right side. We're not sure about the prices yet, but what we are sure is that those who missed out on the opportunities to invest and live in Palm Jumeirah are having a chance to do it now with Palm Jebel Ali. And I want to actually hit upon the location of Palm Jebel Ali, because some people may say, Ahmed, it's too far south. But what in fact is happening in the south of Dubai?
Well, as you know, or actually I should say as the entire world knows, that Dubai is about to launch and extend. It's one of the world's largest airports in the world. So if we're heading now to the, I should say, the up and coming, the new Dubai, it is actually towards there.
Exactly. So the Al Maktum airport, which has announced, the Sheikh has announced that all traffic will be moving from DXB and migrating over to Al Maktum airport, becoming the largest airport in the world. The largest exhibition center will also be in the south of Dubai, Expo City, and that will be the largest exhibition center in the Middle East, where all exhibitions are also going to be moving from Trade Center to the Dubai South. You have a lot of new projects launching with major developers, right? We're talking about Emaar, we're talking about Expo City, Ellington, and Nakheel. So south of Dubai is part of the Master 2040 plan. And what that means is, again, just like with Palm Jumeirah, the Sheikh has a vision. And that means money goes into it, infrastructure goes into it, building goes into it, money comes out of it. So it's the same thing in the south. South is a huge part of the up and coming areas. And in the south, Palm Jebel Ali is for those ultra luxury investors, the ones that are looking for exclusivity and for villas. And in fact, I will say this, when some concern may come out about potential oversupply, first of all, basic fundamentals of the market in Dubai, and I'm telling you as if you don't know this, supply and demand. Dubai just hit 4 million residents. At the rate of growth, and based on the Master 2040 plan and the initiatives in place to attract even more people, it is to hit at least 200,000 more residents a year. And we're also talking about the golden visa that's attracting high net income earners. We're talking about record numbers of ultra high net worth individuals moving to Dubai. As the demographic has shifted to these high income earners and to families, there's a need for high-end villas. And that is another scarcity in Dubai's real estate market. There are absolutely a shortage. There's absolutely a shortage of villas, especially villas that are built by a top-tier developer that's government-backed, that has the name Nakheel.
Indeed, and Gigi, for the last 3 years since you've been in the market, what is that one thing that you've noticed that most Americans have always demanded and asked you for?
Seafront.
Seafront, indeed. And we all know Dubai is desert at the end of the day. We don't have much nature, but what we do have is
Beautiful beaches.
almost the most beautiful beaches. And that's why everybody from all parts and corners of the world, they want to flock here and enjoy that.
And I discussed it on other podcast episodes about the numbers in regards to the coastline, waterfront. Knight Frank has studied waterfront properties globally and has even dialed in Dubai to show that waterfront performs better globally and in Dubai specifically for capital appreciation and rental returns. And when you look at Dubai and you look at how little, when you look at Dubai and you see how little coastline there is, how little waterfront, but yet how desired that is.
Indeed.
This is hedging against any potential oversupply. Anyways, villas, there's no such thing as a villa oversupply in Dubai.
Indeed.
But then a villa by Nakheel on the shape of a palm in Dubai South. Palm Jebel Ali, I mean,
History speaks for itself. We've seen it happen before, so we know where the future is heading.
if you are interested in securing a unit, just remember that I am your Dubai Connect. I have unique access to sales directors right here in Nakheel's office to help you secure your most desirable, exclusive, high-end villa, which is where dreams are made of. Stay tuned for my next episode of the Dubai Connect podcast.